Booker dropped 49 points last night, 10 assists, 16 and 25 for field goal. Honestly, a great game from him. On the anniversary of his 70-point game, most writers or people who vote for the NBA MVP have Jokic or Embiid up there. And honestly, in my opinion, I think Devin Booker definitely has consideration to be up there as well. The best team in the West, probably in the whole NBA, definitely clinched way before anyone else did. And so they brought this point up on Skip and Shannon, and Shannon honestly brought up a good point that the MVP over the last few years when Curry won it and some other players, it was the best player on the best team, but this year it doesn't seem to be the same thing. And they're more going statistical this season, and it seems like every year they change it up, which I definitely do agree with what Shannon said. It seems like now that it's definitely different criteria than it used to be, and they change it from year to year. Honestly, I think Devin Booker definitely should be considered for an MVP this season. Williams on Devin Booker's 49 points performance against the Nuggets. The fact that he's not in the MVP conversation is just somewhat silly. Honestly, I agree with this. If you're averaging 26.3 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds a game, definitely good points. And he's been leading his team, having a good record, with Chris Paul being out, which most people credit that for the reason why the Suns definitely improved. That was one of the reasons Devin Booker really developed and became a way better player, and he's definitely showing that he's definitely an MVP candidate. Game schedule for March 25th on a Friday. Hornets versus Jazz. The Jazz are going to get that one. Pistons versus Wizards. I think the Pistons. Hawks versus Warriors. Honestly, I think the Hawks are going to win that one. Heat versus Knicks. I think the Heat. Timberwolves versus the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks. Trailblazers versus Rockets. I think the Rockets. And Clippers versus Sixers. I think the Sixers are going to win that one. Okay, with the impressive 100 wins, he's a lot ahead of anyone else. I think the next closest is like 79. I think it's Rory Williams. And 130 games, 36 appearances, 8 wins versus 1 seed, Sweet 16s 26, 17 Elite 8s, and 12 Final Fours. Honestly, a very impressive record. And in my opinion, I think Duke's going to close out on a high note for Coach K and win a championship for Coach K. And I call it right now, I think Duke's going to win.